What's going on, guys? It's Colin here for NextGenTactics, and this is part 3 of my Learn to Fly series. And I'm actually doing this just as a regular commentary, and I'm playing a little bit of Onslaught on the Xbox 360 on Atacama Desert, because as many of you rightfully pointed out, and I should have remembered but forgot, this base indeed has an attack helicopter that you can fly. So the first thing you got to do is take down these tanks they're going to push up, and after you get these guys, there's going to be a T-90 and a VADS or an anti-air gun. So you have to kind of methodically work your way around, and you can see on Xbox I'm a little bit more comfortable with some riskier maneuvers, and if I hit the ground I can recover from it, whereas on PC I'm just pretty much screwed. So you'll see that comes into play. So I'm going to talk about my controls and what I'm running here. So I switched to the Bad Company 1 controls, and what that means is my left thumbstick is my throttle, it is also my pitch, and the right thumbstick is sorry, I'm an ass. Let's start over. The left thumbstick is the throttle and the roll, and the right thumbstick is pitch and yaw. And I find that this controller setup very, very intuitive. Like on PC, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do, and here with this controller setup, I just find that you're controlling the chopper more by feel, and it's just more intuitive for me. And because it's an analog stick versus a button, you can make those slight adjustments without getting totally screwed up. So here you can see I've got those 2 tanks down, and just went over and took out the guy on the anti-air gun. So now I'm just going to kind of work my way around. Jeez, my mouth is like not working tonight. Could be a long commentary, guys. And yeah, I'm just waiting for that T-90 to show up so I can shoot it down as well. This was not my first round, but it was one of my first rounds. I kind of screwed up on recording the first round, and then I got interrupted. So I think this is like round 3 or something like that. And as you can see, I'm still no pro pilot, but I'm definitely a lot more adept at dropping down, taking cover, circle strafing. Occasionally I like to just run right up the middle and try and mow 3 or 4 of them down. And the nice thing about Onslaught is at least you have some rockets to shoot at, or shooting at you, so you have some things to dodge. There's more to do than just fly around the map. So it's really a shame that Onslaught wasn't released on PC, because right now sort of the only practice I have is to either go into an empty map, an empty server, or go into a real game, and when you screw up, the team's going to rage at you. And on PC, I am going to screw up. No doubt about it. So, and I know the T-90's up. Still had pretty good health, but I figured I would just pop down real quick and repair myself. So if you take cover out of their base, then they'll usually let you repair without RPGing you. If you try and park it right in their base, then all bets are off. So, in my previous round, I got hit by the T-90, which was a good shot. I wasn't just hovering or anything. Right here, I am just kind of hovering, but what I want to do is like hover and then tilt, hover, and make a strafing run, try and take some of them out, and so far so good. And I had to put this up because I'm not as bad on Xbox at flying as I am on PC. I'm pretty bad, but I can get the job done. So, that's why I kind of wanted to post this and actually shoot at some live targets. I didn't want to bore you guys for 3 videos in a row. But this will be kind of the conclusion of the I'm a Noob series. As you can see, I'm adjusting my throttle. When I want to drop down, I pull back on the thumbstick, and this is my only real fail, where I had switched the controls from inverted, which is what I used to use on Xbox, to regular, and instead of pulling up, I nosedive into the wall. But I was able to recover and back out and get some altitude. Now I'm playing easy mode, I know. Noob mode Onslaught, but I'm all by myself, so it's going to be kind of tough to take this out solo in one of the harder modes. And I figure, no guts, no glory. I'm going to go try and take one last run at this T-90, and I was pretty happy that I actually managed to get to this point where I've destroyed most of the vehicles, with the exception of this T-90. I still haven't lost the chopper yet, so for me that's a huge win. But it always respawns, so you can go back. So this is a really good way to practice. If you have PS3 or Xbox 360, Onslaught mode on Atacama Desert, I'm running the Bad Company 1 controls. I'm finding it's just so easy. Like, everything to do with the movement of the choppers and the 2 thumbsticks, and I find that it's very intuitive. So, when you want to move forward, you push forward on both sticks. When you want to level it out, you pull back on the right stick. If you want to drop down behind some cover or close to the terrain, you pull back on the left stick. And at the same time, you just want to kind of adjust the nose of the chopper so that you're not you're not going to flip it over backwards or anything like that. So, you know, I just find that I don't have to think about every single movement I make. I'm more flying on feel, and I know I don't have that pro pilot feeling, but I'm not getting my butt kicked. So, you know, I am pushing it. I like to try and sort of fly some figure 8 patterns over the base, and this I tried some of this out in an actual game and had some success. I screwed up my PVR. I will get you some in-game footage of me trying to fly the chopper once you know, I don't just absolutely get owned. But I did manage to circle strafe around the base a couple of times. I did get taken down by an AA gun. So, you know, one of the first things you want to do if you're in the chopper and piloting, and unfortunately my gunner wasn't talking to me, so I was trying to get out and get the gunner to shoot at the AA gun. We didn't get it taken down in time, and eventually, you know, once it starts hitting you, it pushes you around like crazy. So on any base, if you're going to fly, the first thing you want to make sure is that you take down the AA gun, whether that's the VADs or, you know, whatever. Know the locations of the guns and make that your priority, and try and stay low, below the horizon if you can, to make your first approach. Now, my first approach on this base, I tried to come right up the middle because the tanks don't actually start engaging you and shooting at you until they kind of have line of sight. Right here, I kind of like this one. I'm going to fly low to the ground and get a little triple as I run up the gut. So yes, I know it's onslaught mode. These aren't real players, but the one thing that I will say for the bots is, even though they're not the smartest when on the ground, they are all shooting at me. So there's always stuff in the air to dodge. They're just kind of spamming the air with rockets, and when they are in the tanks, they don't take it easy on you by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm just going to keep circle strafing the base and getting more kills until basically I get bored of this and I start making riskier maneuvers and flying closer to the ground and just trying to push it to see what I can do. You know, there's no nothing to be lost here, and I can respawn since I'm playing solo. Make another pass, get another couple of kills here, real close to the ground now. And in a real game, you know, that's not necessarily the best idea, but here you can see, like, I can pull out of that firing run and strafe and get it back under control. So, you know, a couple of times I kind of brain fart and I'm just hovering and making myself an easy target, but I like to, you know, take a run at the base, circle around, and as I said, sort of fly these figure 8 patterns rather than just circle strafing all the way around, which is easy enough to do, but it's fairly boring. And if somebody's handy on an AA gun, if you keep flying the same path, then they are going to take you down very, very quickly. And that's where I just kind of got bored and flew too close to the ground, ran into the building and decided, you know what, I'll just jump out and shoot some fools, these goofy bots. I did get a roadkill when the tank flipped over on them, so, you know, a bit of a win there. Get a couple of kills, and I'm just going to shoot them on the ground here until I get bored and decide to commit suicide by running into the middle and playing the objective and you know, running some 360s on the flag until they finally shoot me. So you can take a lot of damage in Onslaught in easy mode, but actually, if the T90 hits you, you're done in one shot. And I think the RPGs, it might take 2 hits in this to take you down. So I might have got tagged a few times, but never with the T90. And at this point, I'm kind of getting bored. I'm sure that you guys are kind of getting bored. Don't worry, this is going to be over soon. But, you know, I wanted to post some footage of me flying on the console so that you can see that I'm not as bad as I am on the PC, but I'm still pretty bad. So it's not something that I've ever practiced a whole lot. I do want to get better at it. Here I'm just going to stand out in the middle and let them shoot at me while I spin until I die, because I get bored. So anyway, guys, that's about it for me. Cheers, we'll talk soon.
Did you like this video? If you did, be sure to check out a couple of these. Here at the top on the gun shop, we have Guns for Hire giving us a follow-up video on his trip to Ireland for his Gamers Abroad series. And here in the middle, Spiderbite on NGT Zombies is playing Nocturne Totem solo, trying to see how far he can actually get. And at the bottom, on our NGT Minecraft channel, we have Bentley playing and building in our NGT Minecraft world. Be sure to click the corresponding thumbnails to watch the videos.